Hey guys, I've got something pretty neat behind me here that I wanted to take a few minutes to walk through with you. It's actually a robotic abrasive Waterjet cell that we've been working on for the past few months. It's pretty exciting. It's a little bit different, a little more complicated and interesting than what you typically see on a water-only robotic application. So if you come with me around to the back, I'll show you what we have. So if you're familiar with robots at all, this should look pretty familiar to you. Behind me, we've got a Motoman HP20D robot, which is a really good combination of payload and path accuracy that we want for waterjet cutting. In my hand, I've got a pendant here. So at the beginning of the day, you'd start this up like your typical robot, where you power it up, enable your servos, call your master program, and then as you can see, I've got a program running in the background here, which is constantly waiting for inputs and commands from the operators. So what we typically like to do in Waterjet is simplify things for the day-to-day operator so they don't have to interact with that pendant if they don't need to, which leads us to some of the HMI and the interface points around the machine, which we'll show you now. So what you see here is how the operators can interact with the machine on a day-to-day basis. We have 4 pull-out trays arranged around the work cell, and there's a really simple push-button interface that the everyday operator is going to use. So if I release the safety locks here, I can go ahead and push in these trays. And you'll notice that I'm getting different indicator lights on both of these. On the tray that I have the part loaded into, there's actually sensors in there that's going to detect whether a part is or is not present. So now it's asking me which program I want to run. On the tray that didn't have a part in there, it's intelligent enough to realize that there's no part there, and it's just sitting here in a holding pattern or a waiting status until I pull it back in and reload it with another part. So with any abrasive waterjet application, safety is always paramount. So we've integrated a lot of safety features to the system. You'll notice at each operator station, we have a dedicated emergency stop button. And then the doors themselves actually have quite a bit of safety built into them. You notice when it's in the out position, the opening is completely blocked off so that no overspray or anything could ever come in contact with the operator. And then the front of this drawer is actually our safe wall technology. This is an active safety barrier. There's actually a sensor suite inside this, such that if the water jet were to pierce the inner membrane, within about 20 to 30 milliseconds, we can detect that and completely stop the entire cutting system. So once all the safety logic is satisfied, either all the drawers are either in the in or the out position, the operator can come, load his part, and then it's going to prompt him to run one of 2 programs here. We've got a peel program and a cut and etch that refers to what's going to happen to this part after the waterjet cuts it. So let's say for sake of argument I want to run the peel. That'll call that particular program. The robot will come down and continue cutting, and that allows other operators to load and unload the other stations while this one's performing cut actions. So this has been a fun project. We've enjoyed working on it. We've brought a lot of automation and repeatability to a process that's otherwise been very manual or labor intensive. So again, if you need anything more than it's just a water jet, whether it's in the gantry world or the robotics, don't be afraid to give us a call.